All right, this is John at John's Toy Entertainment. Can I do a 180
Yep.
or 360? And this store has been remodeled for its 50th. Was it 50th?
30th.
Oh, sorry. 30th anniversary.
You're making me older than I am.
And 30th anniversary was 2 months ago,
November 5th.
November 5th. I was going to do this interview, but it was too much chaos in the store.
Yeah.
I was here. All right, I was going to ask John. He asked me if I could ask these questions. For those UMM alums or even UMM current students, what year did you graduate from UMM?
1993. I came here in 1998 to go to college, and then took my time. I wrestled at UMM, so...
Oh, you wrestled?
Yep, and
Wow.
I didn't want to... I don't know. There's some quarters that were a little busier than others, and so I took a little bit of extra time and graduated in 5 years instead of 4.
Wow, did not know that. See, this is why I do this. I can find out cool
Yep.
stuff. What was your intended major?
Well, I was a health education and psychology degree. I have a degree in health education and psychology, and I was pre-physical therapy.
Wow. Where did you move from before coming to Morris?
Yep, so I'm originally from Westbrook, Minnesota, which is in southwestern Minnesota, by Worthington, Windham. So it's Westbrook, Walnut Grove, Chargers right now.
Little house in the prairie.
Yep.
I was just there. Feel free to check out my other Instagram posts. That's on Good News Minnesota. Anyways, so how and when did you start John's Toy Entertainment? You first started at the City Center Mall, I remember, as a college student.
Well, that's when you found me. We were actually in a smaller store before that. So the year I graduated, and I was applying to physical therapy schools, and I knew I probably wasn't going to get in, which I did in my first year. And so there's a small little like hobby shop for sale, and I bought that. It was where Willie's Super Value is right now. And so I was in that building for a year, and then we moved up to the City Center Mall for 3 years, and then we moved in the building we're in 1998. So I've been in this building for 25 years and been in business for 30 years.
Willie's, the old Willie's.
Well, no, I mean the old Willie's is the hospital.
Yeah, Prairie Ridge.
And there wasn't, the new Willie's hadn't been built yet, and there was buildings. That whole street was lined with different businesses, and we were in one of the buildings there.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah.
This is cool. And last question, what can you find and do here? Do you guys still rent videos still?
We don't rent videos. I mean, we still sell plenty of DVDs and Blu-rays and CDs, and in fact, you've maybe read articles on the internet lately that have talked about people wanting to buy physical media because there's a whole to-do about, you know, stuff not being available. You know, one time you look and you can stream it, and the next time you can look and it's completely gone. And so, you know, people are buying Blu-rays and DVDs just so that if they have that favorite movie, they can always play it, because there's no guarantee you're going to be able to stream it unless you own the rights to it. And even if you have the digital copy, you do not own the rights to it. They can take that from you at any time.
Wow.
So anyway, that's a side note. But yeah, we have all of our board games and DVDs and Blu-rays and anime, manga, all the video games, pop figures, and then, I mean, trading cards is still our number one category. We started out selling sports cards and doing a lot with comics, and sports cards was our main deal, and that's kind of gone by the wayside. And, you know, obviously for the last, for sure, 15 years, we've been heavy into Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! One Piece has a card game, so yeah.
Go with the trend.
Yep.
I used to collect baseball cards, and I used to come to the old John's. I was
Yep.
like, what? What happened to the sports cards?
I think that's why we're still here. We go with the
I
trends.
still have my cards. Would you buy my baseball cards?
Well, maybe they have to. I'll buy sports cards if they're pre-1980.
And
but
you,
I'll buy anybody's Magic cards and Pokemon cards. That's for
and you
sure.
take used records, LPs,
Yep, we
cassettes.
do a little bit with vinyl. It's not our forte, but we're the only place in town, so.
And you can order books, right?
Yep, and we do books yet. We get a few. I'm working on beefing up our book inventory a little bit, so.
And if you have any things that you would like to suggest to John, feel free to comment below or just talk to him and come visit the store. And I also want to do last feature. When I was here during an anniversary, I was playing that arcade game. So for those folks from the 80s or whatever back in the retro years, you can still play those video games. All right. Anything else you'd like to share?
Nope, just stop on by and check out the remodel of the store.
As you can tell, he has a Vikings.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think about the Vikings?
This wasn't our year, obviously, but we'll stick with them. Can't give up. That's a Minnesota fan. Maybe next year, right?
All right. Thanks,
All right,
John.
yep.